Welcome to our show. We'll be telling you about the Boston Tea Party, but first let me tell you about what happened in 1754.
The British and the French both wanted control over the Ohio River Valley. The French sided with the Indians to fight the British.
The British won the war and made peace with the Indians at first. However, the British colonists wanted to settle in this newly won land. This angered the Indians.
In 1763, an Ottawa chief, Pontiac, started to attack the British settlements. To stop the attacks, King George III created the Proclamation of 1763, which said that no one can settle west of the Appalachian Mountains. This angered the colonists.
The Sugar Act passed in 1764 increased the duties on imported sugar, textiles, coffee, and indigo, which is dye. This tax helped pay for the expenses for running the newly required territories.
I will pass the Sugar Act to help pay down this debt by taxing the colonists.
How dare they take away our right to this new land and give us a tax on sugar?
Fine, I'll repeal the Sugar Act, but I'll create the Currency Act to stop you colonists from printing any paper money.
Parliament passed the Currency Act, which stopped the colonists from printing paper money. We have to use English money.
This is outrageous. I can't believe that we can't use our own colonists' paper money. I don't have any English money. What am I doing here? This will bring both North and South colonies together against England.
We haven't seen anything yet. Now let's tax the colonists with the Stamp Act.
We don't have any say in Parliament. That's not fair. No taxation without representation. The Stamp Act. King George III still did not have any money, so the Stamp Act was passed in 1765, taxing all printed materials.
Including newspapers, legal documents, playing cards, and licenses, the colonists continued to protest.
Samuel Adams has encouraged us to boycott all British goods. He has created the Sons of Liberty, a group of patriots who will use violence and intimidation to scare stamp agents away.
Let's threaten to burn down the houses of the stamp agents.
Or we could tar and feather them. That will let them know that we mean business.
No taxation without representation.
Totally agree. No taxation without representation.
Fine, I will repeal the Stamp Act, but I'll pass the Declaratory Act instead.
So in 1766, the English Parliament took all forms of self-government away from the colonies.
I'll show them who's boss. No more self-government for the American colonies.
Why does the king have to take away all self-government from us colonists?
Let's continue to use violence against the British soldiers.
We can help the boycott by making our own cloth and growing herbs for homemade tea. Tensions continued to rise.
An entire year has gone by without a new tax. I will tax all American colonies on imports such as wool, glass, paint, lead, and paper. Let's call it the Townshend Act.
This was in June of 1767, and colonists again stopped buying goods from British until these taxes were repealed. Eventually, King George came to a decision and listened to the colonists. He repealed the taxes for wool, glass, and paint, yet he still kept the tax for tea.
On March 5, 1770, the Boston Massacre took place. A mob of patriots were throwing snowballs at the British soldiers and insulted them. The one guard called for backup as the crowd grew.
If you don't get back to your houses, we'll open fire.
No taxation without representation.
We'll never back down.
Get back and we'll fire. Fire!
In May of 1773, the Tea Act went into place. The Tea Act put a tax on all tea. It also gave the British East India Company the right to pick merchants that are loyal to the king to distribute the tea.
I wish I could get picked to be a merchant, but the company only picks loyalists, not patriots.
When Parliament passed the Tea Act, 3 ships arrived in Boston Harbor. The Sons of Liberty took action.
On the night of December 16, 1773, patriots dressed up as Indians and went on to board the 3 ships. They dumped the entire shipment of tea, 342 crates in the harbor.
Take that, King George.
After the Boston Tea Party, English Parliament passed the Intolerable Acts in May of 1774. This meant that Boston was under military rule. Colonists could not gather together in town meetings, and the British Navy blocked the Boston harbor until the colonists paid for the tea they had destroyed.
The First Continental Congress was when the 13 colonies, besides Georgia, met in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania in 1774. They wanted to be loyal to King George, but they told him if he didn't change, the colonies would go to war. They also decided to boycott all British goods until the Intolerable Acts were repealed, and started a militia. King George got really mad. He sent his men to Lexington and Concord.
On April 19, 1775, British soldiers marched to Concord, Massachusetts. King George had ordered the soldiers to arrest any rebel leaders they saw. Boston silversmith Paul Revere wrote to Lexington with the news that the British army was coming. The army met hundreds of colonial Minutemen. No one knew who fired the first shot, but it became known as the shot heard around the world. The Revolutionary War had begun.
In May of 1775, 65 colony leaders met again in Philadelphia for the Second Continental Congress. They made one last attempt at peace with King George, but also established a continental army. They chose General George Washington to lead the army. King George refused peace and said the colonists were in a state of rebellion. A committee was created to declare independence from England.
Although many contributed to the writing of the Declaration of Independence, the final draft fell to Thomas Jefferson, a young lawyer from Virginia. Congress voted to approve the Declaration of Independence on July 4, 1776. The United States was born. Thank you for coming.